Hello Year 9, welcome to remote learning session number 1. Let's just crack on with it. So, I've got a project for you to do this week. So the plan is that every week we'll set you a weekly project that will take a few hours to complete, covering a lot of the topics that we've covered in business studies and more. So this week's is the Emmbrook Lodge, and we're going to be able to critically examine the Emmbrook Lodge, and you're going to show understanding in how to communicate some different ideas. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So moving on here, this is all about critical thinking, about not accepting anything that you're shown. Very important with fake news and all around at the moment. We're going to show you a video, and we're not going to show you all the facts, we're not going to show you all the content, but you're going to have to make the judgment of what are these people doing and are they doing the right thing, and posing those questions on how they can improve. You've got to think for yourself. Nothing in here, we haven't given you something that will be, here are the answers. You've got to come up with it yourself. So, we're going to watch a video in a second. We're going to watch it together and it's on YouTube. It's called Emmbrook Lodge. We made it a few years ago. Probably watch it twice to get my viewing figures up, and then you should probably subscribe and click the bell to get updates on all our other exciting videos from business studies. Let's watch the video and then we'll talk through the concepts. But basically, we're looking for the problems, okay? Here we go.
Emmbrook Lodge is a hotel that's been in Wokingham since 1871. It's located 3.7 miles away from the station and has close links with the local M4 motorway. The hotel has seen steady cash flow over the past few years, but the owner is worried that the profit is declining. He runs his hotel with managers of each section who control their part. The main areas of his business is the banqueting section, the laundry and the kitchen. Let's have a look at what they have to say.
Welcome to my hotel. It's a pretty awesome hotel, I think you'll find. I've got the right people in the right places, managing in the way that works best. Good luck finding problems in this hotel, because you're going to be flippin' lucky to find anything out of order. Particularly the kitchen, where my twin brother is fully in charge of everything. Enjoy.
So my role is the laundry manager here at the hotel. I'm in charge of a wide group of cleaners, but they all really know what they're doing, so I kind of just give them their roles in the morning and leave them to get on with it all day. They sort of take care of themselves slightly. I keep popping my head in the laundry here because it has to be a sort of continuous flow of production, because we have so much work to do in the ironing department that they need to be ironing all day and just taking one, ironing it, then the next one, and it keeps going on all day. And the cleaners work in a similar way up in the hotel rooms and turning those over ready for the new guests. I really trust my workers, so I kind of leave it up to them to get on with their work. They've been here for a while, they know what they're doing, and the department seems to run itself. We just have to keep ourselves really well organised, keep everything in the right place so that everything flows.
My name's Bob. I'm the banqueting manager here at the hotel. So my job is making sure that all these events are set up properly and that everyone, the guests, are happy. We've got a bit of work. Costs are a bit higher because when we decorate this room, we have to do it as a one-off thing, so it costs a lot of money to do it. Hours are pretty rubbish actually. Usually they finish at about 2 o'clock in the morning. So I have to treat my staff really nicely. What I try to do is be really kind to them, give them everything they want, pay them a bit more money, and then they tend to do that little bit of extra work for me. When it comes to quality issues on this, I like to get the best. I like to make sure that even though it costs a bit more money, everything in here is going to look absolutely fantastic. That means that hopefully the customers will have a great time. Other than that, yeah, this is the banqueting thing. To be honest, it's just a job, isn't it?
I'm the chef. This is my kitchen. Managing in the kitchen is difficult because, frankly, they're idiots, alright? School dropouts, losers, they don't know anything. So they need serious discipline. There they are, yakking now. Shut up, alright? Now, they need discipline. They need telling what to do. They need being watched, shouted at, get in their faces, get aggressive. That's how you manage them. We're serving overpriced tosh in there, rubbish, nonsense. I get in whatever I can, rubbish. I mean, I'm using like pork intestines as prime cut beef. Idiots here, they don't even notice. What else have we got? I mean, that's the best thing I've eaten in there all day. It's just nonsense. We cook it in batches as much as we can, get big stuff in, fill the oven, bake some cakes, get it done, get it out, next batch in. I mean, that's really how we produce. It's a load of old rubbish, really. Money for old broke. Anyway, I've got to go. This lot will be kicking their asses by now. Right, see ya.
So, that is Emmbrook Lodge. Now, our task is to find the problems at the hotel and why are those things actually problems. You've seen quite a lot to get your head around. There's so many issues that are kind of hinted on and touched upon that you could delve into. I want to pick out a few that you might want to follow. So, first one is the production method. We had 3 different departments there. One that did things by job production, one through batch, and one through flow. Now, I don't really want to explain what those are because that's part of the task that you need to do. That if that's one of the areas you're interested in, you go and find that out. A second area that you might want to look at was the management. Those guys had 3 different management styles. One was more laissez-faire, one was autocratic, and one was a bit more democratic. So figure out, is that important? Is the way you treat staff important? And is that the problem in the hotel? There are some quality issues. At the end of one of the clips, you saw them zoom into the ironing room and you saw some chemicals stored one at an angle. Is that safe? Is there more they could do there? And secondly, something about the raw materials used. The chef was using some interesting materials. And there's some ethics questions about the staff attitude. 2 of those people didn't really seem to care about their jobs. One was the chef was passing off pork intestines as prime beef. There was issues around hygiene in a couple of the places. There's so much that you could get your head around. Now, there's a folder that's in the link to this video, a OneDrive folder, and in there I've put a couple of bits of information that you might find helpful from a revision guide. But you could look into any of these areas and more to tell me if that is the problem with the hotel. One thing I haven't touched on in this slide that he does mention at the beginning of the video is that cash flow has been good, but profit not. What's the difference between cash flow and profit? We'll do that at the beginning of year 10, but if you can figure that out now, then that's a really good issue. Now, once you've done all this, what you've got to do is find the problem, and you can present this information any way you want. You could do it as a song, you could do it as a PowerPoint, as an essay, you could do it as a picture. I don't mind, as long as you've identified the problems. And once you've identified the problems, the next stage is to solve them. I want you to figure out, what advice would we give Mr. McSweeney's character, the head of the hotel? What advice would we give them? Is it to do with training? Is it to do with looking at their costs? Is it to do with... I don't want to give too many answers away. So, have a go. If you've got any problems, please email me or Miss Horn, and we will help you out. And if I get enough emails by Wednesday needing help, I'll put out another video that gives a bit more explanation. But this is really up to you to use that video, the link as well is in the description, to find the problems and solve the problems. Good luck, Year 9. Not that you need it, because you're awesome.